Welcome to Inside Carbondale. This is the podcast that brings you the latest information about projects and events going on in Carbondale. I'm Amy Fox, the City of Carbondale's Public Relations Officer, and I'm joined by the SIU Director of New Student Programs, Cordy, and the Co-Director of the Big Event, Nick Weshinskey. Today we're talking about the Big Event, a Saluki Day of Service, and this is one of the largest one-day student-run service projects in the history of SIU. First off, thanks so much for joining us. We're really excited to learn a little bit more about this event. And how did you come up with this idea?
Well, thanks so much for having us. Really definitely excited to be here. So I'll kind of give a little background about how we came up with it here at SIU, and then as far as we'll kind of talk about what it kind of the impact nationwide and those things. So we've been planning this for about a year and a half now, and the Dean of University College, Lori Bell, used to do it at a previous institution, and so she kind of brought this idea to the table. And so we had a great conversation about it. At my previous institution, I used to do a day of service like this too, so I realized the impact of the event. By 2014, with our Saluki Startup, which is our program to welcome all new incoming students, we did a mini kind of service day for students. And we saw students that really took a hold of it really quickly. I mean, we had about 300 spots that we could do, and all 300 got filled up. And our students went out to the Boys and Girls Club, Green Earth, the Carbondale Public Library to do service. And so from there, I realized there was definitely a need and an impact for that. And also, too, SIU has a tradition of doing service, too. We used to do a day of service that happened here that ran through Minor League Rumblight's office, and that was a great opportunity for students, again, to continue doing service. We think SIU is just kind of a campus and a community that wants to get back to the community and our students, too. But I think Nick can talk a little about kind of nationwide about the big event.
Absolutely. So the Big Event is not just a Carbondale phenomenon, but it's also a national and international movement. It got its start in 1982 at Texas A&M University in Bryan College Station, Texas. And the student government got together and they just thought about ways to say thank you to the community for supporting the university. And they came up with something big, so big that they called it the Big Event. And since then it's spread and it's become the largest one day of student-run service in their history. And then again, like I said, a movement really that's, I think, now at 110 campuses across the world.
And why is service so important to the SIU culture and community? Students, kind of sometimes tend to isolate themselves on a university campus, but this takes them outside their comfort zone, off campus. And you're really trying to start this at a young age or, as a freshman?
Yeah, so I would say that service is just kind of a part of what it means to be a Saluki. We're always looking for ways to give back. And certainly if you think about the purpose of the Big Event, it's a way to say thank you to the community, because the community has been so supportive of SIU over the years. Even since SIU's earliest days, there were tragedies when the old main building burnt down and Carbondale rallied around us. And even so, going back to the earliest days, Carbondale has been there for us and we want to be there for them. And this is just our way of saying thank you.
How is the Big Event kind of set up?
Well, the Big Event Service is a one-day service project. So April 1st, we'll have all our students coming out in the SIU community. So students will have opportunities to volunteer for a variety of different on-campus and off-campus events. So we'll start check-ins at 7 a.m., and then we'll allow students to go out and do service projects in the morning. So we have a variety of those service projects, and then they'll have opportunity in the afternoon to do it too. So students can do it morning, afternoon, if they want to do it all day too. Again, we have a variety of different programs and organizations that want to be a part of this. So some of our off-campus partners are Green Earth is one of those, Carbondale Main Street. They'll be doing some flower planting there. Really excited too because the Jackson County Healthy Coalition has doing it's called a Stay Safe Family Fun Fest. So we're really excited about that, and they actually built that program for us to do for our students, as well as a few other places that we have, the Boys and Girls Club. But also, too, for students who kind of don't want to go out and have that kind of direct contact with communities, we have a variety of things they can do on campus, too. And some of those projects are making school bags for students. We're doing a clothing drive there. We're doing something with our pantry. The Wesley Foundation is doing some rice packing. So there's a variety of things that students can do. So we really want to make sure students had opportunity to do things on campus as well as off campus in our community.
And students, are they still signing up to participate in these different projects?
Absolutely, I can speak to that. So I'm the co-chair of the recruitment committee, and registration is in full swing right now. We are hoping to have as many students as possible that we can, faculty and staff as well. This isn't just a student event, but an opportunity for our faculty and staff to be involved. And I think right now we have got a couple hundred people. Our registration's been only open for 2 weeks, and so we're really pleased with those numbers, and we believe that we can increase those dramatically. So yeah, we have a couple of student leaders called Big Recruiters, and they're undergraduate students that are tasked with going on to the SIU community and promoting this event and getting volunteers and spreading the good news. And so we're really, really excited about that. And so if you're listening to this and you're an SIU student, faculty, or staff member and you've not yet signed up, sign up. Go to thebigevent.siu.edu.
Is there anything the community can do to rally behind you and support this big event?
I would say for us, it's really about us giving back to the community. So we want our campus community to give back to our Carbondale community. So I think that's probably the main thing for us, to make sure that our students, faculty, and staff are out there giving things back to our community as best we can.
And obviously the university has spent a lot of hours and energy and effort planning something of this magnitude. And at the end of the day, on April 1st, really what are you hoping the reaction is, not only from the community, but the students?
It's a really big question. And I think that's appropriate to have a big question for a big event. Really, for me, I want students to feel bonded to Carbondale. I want them to feel invested in the good things that are going on here. And I want them to use this as an event to begin to cultivate the sense of identity of what it means to be a Saluki, which is to give back, to be a part of the Carbondale community, to form bonds even with people they may not otherwise come in contact with, but because of the big event, they're working alongside people that they've never worked alongside. And so forming friendships, forming the sense of community. I think it's going to be big.
Do you hope that this becomes something that you do year in and year out?
I think that's a long-term plan. We would love for this to happen year in and year out. We believe that service is going to be a great thing for our students and for the community. And if we can keep doing it, we would love to keep doing it.
And is there anything else you'd like to add? Maybe I forgot to mention or ask you about this event.
Well, I think one thing is really important, too, that we could not do this without the support from a variety of different individuals and departments on campus and off campus. So I really want to thank the Achieve program. They have done a lot for this. They really been one of our main key sponsors in a variety of ways. Also, University College has really assisted in a variety of ways. The Chancellor's Office, the Student Center. But really a big shout out to move all these students around the community could not be done without the support of the Durham School Service bus service. So we're really excited to have them as one of our campus partners there. So I think that's a great opportunity for everyone to get involved in there and help us too.
Great. Thanks so much for stopping by. We really appreciate it. And we hope all of you will join us next time for another episode of Inside Carbondale. Have a great day. If you have feedback or have ideas for future podcasts, feel free to email me at afox@explorecarbondale.com.